Albert Biermann has been with BMW since this car was taking the track in anger. Over 30 years. He is the Vice President of Engineering for the M Division, and I had a chance to have a long conversation with him about the new M3 and M4. So coming up next, more than everything you ever wanted to know about the new M cars from BMW.
Yeah, my name is Albert Biermann. I'm the Head of Engineering at BMW M.
All right, and you've got the brand new 2015 M3. Can you kind of walk us through the car, please?
Yes, I would love to do so.
Thank you.
So if you approach a new BMW M3, so the first thing you see is there's these big openings in the front, you know. So behind every open area here, you find coolers. Coolers for the intercooler, which sits underneath here. Coolers for the engine, oil coolers down here. Water cooler for the intercooler in the outside section, and another cooler for the engine here.
So seven of them, right? Seven.
Yeah, with a double clutch transmission, then you would end up with 7 coolers. So, and then the next thing you would see is that it has very wide fenders. So we made this new fenders, a new front apron. Those fenders are from aluminum. So they take about 3 kilogram weight out of the car. We have a complete new engine hood with the M Power Dome here from aluminum, taking more than 7 kilogram of weight out. And now for the first time at an M car sedan, we have our famous carbon fiber roof, which takes another 6 kilogram of weight out of the car. So the same wide fenders that we see in the front, we also have in the rear to cover the big tread width of the rear axle. So, and then talking then aerodynamics, we have a little gurney flap in the rear just to make sure that under all kind of wind we have a sufficient level for the lift of the car. So, and then in the back, our famous 4 exhaust pipes.
All right, let's hear what it sounds like. Oh, come on, give me more power. No, 3,000, that's as high as it'll go. Oh no, I was wrong, listen to that. Oh, 425 horsepower does sound intimidating.
Like other M3 generations before were having. So, but the magic of this car is it's a very good everyday driver. It has a huge trunk, so a trunk good for shopping, good for vacation, and what it is a real 5-seater. So you can have 5 people in the car going into the city, yeah, shopping, or just for your daily commute. Are there any cars that,
I mean, a 911, but you can't get 5 people in a 911.
Yes, right. I mean, there are other cars out there claiming they are high-performance cars, but the range that the new M3 delivers, talking being a daily commuter and then being a very, very fast track car. This range of character, of, let's say, different jobs to handle, I think this is what we really have unique with the new M3. So we developed new seats, which give very good support when
they're
you
lighter, right? They're a little bit less.
they are lighter, and also the back seats. We took about 6 kilogram of weight out of the back seats. So this is what you see when you look at the car from the outside. So we have our nice M steering wheel, and this is a double clutch car with a double clutch shifter. And we have the M1 and the M2 buttons on the steering wheel where you can just choose from your favorite setting, and you can work the settings here next to the shifter.
Those M buttons turn it into more of a track car, right?
Yeah, that depends. You can adjust them as you want. So you can, if you find a nice setting for steering, for shock absorbers, for throttle response, or the DSC system, you just push and hold the M button, and then this favorite setting is on that M button.
And
So
you
it's
have
very easy.
Launch control as well?
Yeah, we have the launch control, so you have to go to DSC off, the sportiest gearbox setting, and you can adjust the engine speed for the launch then also with the device that typically controls the speed of the car. Yeah.
Is there an ideal speed to launch it at? How many RPM?
It depends on the grip level.
Yeah.
But the one we used is good to start with, and then you can try to make it even faster. You
I
know.
noticed that BMW is unique in this. You no longer have a latch, right? You pull twice now.
You pull twice. Aerodynamically speaking, we have this air curtain feature here, where we get the air in here, and where we extract the air here, so we kind of mask the wheelhouse, and we retract air out of the wheelhouse with the air breather. That it comes here in combination with our M-Jill.
So that's real, it's not fake.
No, it's real, it's working. It's
Functional.
yeah, it's functional for aerodynamics.
We go around this way.
Yeah. So, and now this is the engine bay of the new M3 with our complete new inline-6 M twin power turbo engine, where we brought kind of two worlds together. So we have a history at M with high revving, very responsive, naturally aspirated engines. And we wanted to keep that because this is what people loved. So we made a high revving turbo engine, and it's very responsive, high revving, a very emotional driving character. And at the same time, we use direct injection Valvetronic Venous technology to bring the fuel consumption down. So this engine now provides 38% more in torque than the predecessor's V8, but we could bring the fuel consumption 25% down, which is a lot. So this is another example of BMW efficient dynamics, and this is one of the masters of efficient dynamics, bringing 38% of torque up and 25% fuel consumption down.
You've been with BMW over 30 years, right?
31 years,
31
yes.
years. So is this the best M?
For me, this is a favorite. In fact, I drive in the new M3 right now, every day on the road, and yeah, the same setup, 19-inch Michelins,
Tell me about the brakes.
M ceramic brakes. Yeah, you can see them nicely here. Those are the optional M ceramic brakes, 6-piston caliper, ceramic rotors, and they are really a blast to drive here in Road America on the track.
Now I noticed that there's some cracking in the. Do you see that? Is that normal? Is that the normal wear and
That is a regular structure. It's no cracking.
Okay, that's how it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what's your favorite part of the new car? If you had to pick one part, engine, brakes, chassis, handling.
The engine.
Engine.
The engine is my favorite part, and also the ceramic brakes, especially on the track here on the German Autobahn. This is such a nice feature. You can really work the car hard, and you don't need to worry.
Now, America is your biggest M market, right? This is where.
Yeah, by far. Yeah.
So why do you think that is? Why are Americans so in love with the M car?
We have a big family of M enthusiasts in the US.
Yes.
They like the concept, having M's as a daily driver and taking it out on the track day. We have a lot of M customers being members in the BMW Car Club of America. So they go to their chapter activities, they go to Oktoberfest, and they do autocross, they go on the track with their M cars. And so I think you find this enthusiasts of the philosophy and the character of M cars all over the world, but I think the US is especially good at that.
Now, one of the most striking features from my point of view are the new mirrors. Is that aerodynamic or is that just full?
No, it also has it has also a little of an aerodynamic improvement.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But we also have a history in making really sharp outside mirrors, and we wanted to continue that. But if you open up the hood, so you immediately see this big intercooler, where we feed extra cold air from coolers in the best spot in the front of the car to bring the charged air's temperature down. So the compressed air comes up, down from the turbos, going here through the intercooler. So we bring the temperature down by about 100 degrees Celsius. So we get nice, cool, charged air into the intake manifold. And this is key for the responsiveness and the power, the backup power in the summertime on the racetrack or on the German Autobahn, or if you go up in the mountains, we maintain that performance level. We don't lose a lot of performance. That was always a little bit of an issue when you have a naturally aspirated engine, when it's getting warm, when you go up in the mountains. Yeah, they are running out of talent a little bit. You don't have that with our M twin power turbo engines.
Now, are these two turbos or is it a dual scroll turbo?
No, this is two single turbos,
okay.
And they are very, very responsive. So they speed up very easy, and they still can feed the engine well above 7,000 RPM, and at the same time have provided a low-end torque peak already around 1800 RPM. And this is also one of the magic of this new engine, the wide range of performance that it provides. So you can just cruise around downtown and go with 1500, 1200 RPM, and you don't consume a lot of fuel, you don't have high emissions, but you can take the same car on the track and beat the hell out of it.
Now, did you speed up the dual clutch too? Is it faster? You said it was as close to a race car as you can get.
Yeah, the dual clutch transmission, this is our third generation now, is performing on a level now that you just can't beat, you know.
I felt it on the track. I mean, it just
yeah.
kicks you in the butt.
Yeah, this is you on the S3 setting. During the shift, we hand over between those two clutches intentionally a little bit earlier, so we give some inertia into the other clutch, so to say, and that is where you get the jolt in the back.
And how about the active differential? Tell me how that works. Is that obviously it can be open or it can be closed, so when you're coming around a corner, the car, well, you were saying it uses yaw, uses direction of the wheels. There's a lot of things that go into actually how it's functioning.
Yeah, the active M differential enhances the drive on this high level of performance and torque a lot, because it is very fast reacting and very precise device, so we can lock between 0 and 100%. So, and it's integrated in our integrated chassis management. So depending on wheel speed, steering angle, throttle position, yaw rate, wheel speed, everything, we can decide if we lock or we unlock the differential. So when you come down the straight here in Route America, the differential is basically open. So you have no initial understeer, what you typically would have in a non-active differential. So you have a very nice, smooth turn in, a very high grip level on the turn in, and then when you apply the throttle, then we ramp in the limited slip brake, and when you're mid-corner, when you floor the pedal, then we keep locking the diff, and it's very enjoyable and very good to control, very good to predict when you kind of overdrive your rear axle. You get a very early indication, and with our precise steering, you get
electric, right?
It's electric steering for the first time.
Yeah.
So, and it takes 3.5 kilogram of weight out of the car compared to the previous M3 hydraulic system. But we put a lot of effort into this steering. It's a complete new steering, especially designed for the M3 and the M4. So all the housings, rack and pinion, the recirculating ball system, the electric motor, it's all unique for the M3 and for the new M4.
So you have a car that's more powerful, more fuel efficient, right?
And
lighter, which is unusual because all the other M cars have been heavier.
Yeah, but this all adds up. We took almost 180 pounds out of the new generation. So this is really a big step also for the first time to bring the weight down with a new car instead of adding weight. But it took us a long way, and it was a big challenge to do so. So we have our precision bar here, for example.
Yeah, carbon fiber?
We did this from carbon fiber. If we would have done this from aluminum, it would be 1.5 kilogram more in weight. So, and this is also a key point. So this precision bar goes here to the point where you get all the load from the wheel, and we extend those bars to extra attachment points to the body in white out here. And we
personal rigidity.
Yeah, for rigidity, and we have a cross member, a cross link here, a framework, so to say, from aluminium that attaches to the firewall. So we have an upper layer that stiffens up the front of the car. Underneath the engine, we have a aluminum shear plate, and we have a complete new design of the front axle carrier with extra attachment points to the body in white. and we made it from aluminum. So we took another 5 kilograms of weight out of the front axle carrier compared to a regular 3 or 4 series. So, and it's stiffer at the same time. So, and when you work on this performance level, like the new M3, this car provides lap times already on club sport level. So it's almost as fast as a M3 GTS that was a real special club sport car. So then you have to go the extra mile to get all this balance in the car. So according to the stiffness in the front, we also worked on the rear of the car. So we attached the rear axle carrier directly to the body in white. So the rear axle carrier actually is a part now of the body in white. And with extra reinforcement struts, we could even enhance that so it's get even more stiff. So and by doing this, we don't have that movement anymore, what typically a rear axle carrier does. It moves around all the time when you go around the corner, when you brake, when you accelerate. We don't have that movement. And you notice this right away when you go around this racetrack here. You feel how precise everything is and how nice the car responds to your steering input. And this is in the end what counts, that you have a very predictable, very responsive steering system. So that tells you very early what's going on and what's going to happen next. So you get a very good indication when you overrun the front axle, for example. So and we have a very high grip level now on the front axle compared to the predecessor. And so we can accelerate out of the corner really much earlier, faster going out of the corner than with the predecessor M3.
Well, thank you very much. That was really wonderful, and
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
you taking the time. I know you have to get back to Germany.
Okay.
Thank you, Albert.
You're welcome.
So let's recap. We've got a car that is lighter, that is more fuel efficient, and that is more powerful. Of course, it's more expensive, and unlike this car, it's got a lot more technology. I hope you found that interesting, because that was more than everything you ever want to know about the new 2015 BMW M3 and M4. As always, this is Roman saying, check out tflcar.com for everyday real-world reviews. See you next time. That is a classic race car. So cool. One of the first ones actually to race here in North America.